Zero news on the rise, bringing wrestling to our eyes. WWE, AW in the spotlight, never telling us a lie. Accurate in every report, fans cheering in delight. Zero news, our guiding light in the wrestling fight. Covering the ring with precision, no indecision. Zero news, our source of truth, bringing wrestling updates, never uncouth. In the world of WWE and AEW, Zero news shines through.
Hold on, I think we're frozen. I think we're having problems tonight.
You know? Are we froze?
Yeah, I think we're frozen. Okay, yeah. Hello, everyone. Yeah, welcome to the EVP Xero Show. Sorry about that. Technical issues to begin at the start of the show. Now, yeah, busy week this week with the with everything going on. Yeah, it's Rumble week. We've obviously just come off a Saturday night main event. As per normal, if anyone does actually have any comments or questions or anything like that, please drop them into the comments and we will fit them in at the end of today's show. There we go. We've been told we're looking good, so that means that we don't seem to be having technical issues anymore. We seem to be having that. Right, so yeah, lots and lots of news have come down. So we might as well start off with a few bits and pieces. So earlier on today, it was announced by TNA that Mustafa Ali has officially signed with TNA now. Good signing, I would say. You know, he's been looking for a place for quite a while, and I think TNA will do good. Then, of course, he can still come over and do a lot of stuff with WWE through the whole NXT brand and everything like that. So, you know, that's pretty good. I don't know if you got anything on that, really, that you want to bring up, or...
I mean, I think it's a good signing. I think that they're gonna pass AEW in no time. I think they're gonna start picking up people, to to the big signings like that. Mustafa Ali obviously is was kind of stuck in the mid card in WWE, but he can go in the ring, so it's a pretty big signing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so that's that one. A few other bits and pieces before we get into the main bits of news for this week is so it has officially been announced that we are having a Paris pay-per-view. The information I will put up on the screen. We also get the Monday Night Raw afterwards, and that's from Paris, France, August 31st and September the 1st. Now, bearing in mind that Raw will be live at the actual time that it's airing on Netflix. So that'll be 8 p.m. local time, which will be 9 p.m. UK time, and I don't know what that'll be your guys' time, probably about 5 or something like that, 4 or 5 over in America. Something like that. So you'll get an afternoon you'll get an afternoon Raw, so that'll be on Netflix then. For that one, yeah, which would be pretty cool. It'll be the same time as the pay-per-view anyway, so if you're able to watch the pay-per-view the day before, then I understand that's obviously the Monday, but we'll be able to, you'll be able to do that then. So yeah. So that's that one. Now let's get into some of the main bits and pieces here then. So today also as well, not today, so yesterday, it was also announced that Triple H is the first inductee announced for the Hall of Fame of 2025. He is going to me, it's all right. That's all right. Really for it. I sort of don't blame WWE for doing that. It's all right, really. He deserves it somewhat for his managerial stuff and that he does, and for that. So I don't know, like what you think. Do you think it's a deserving one, or?
I do. I think that he went in with DX, but Triple H, top 5 for me all time. And plus what he's been able to do with the company since he's taken over for Vince. So, he's been able to transition NXT into Stardom with Shawn Michaels, obviously. But yeah, well deserved. He's done a lot for us wrestling fans, especially me being I grew up in that era. So yeah, I think it's well deserving. And yeah, I'm glad to see he's getting finally getting put in for by himself.
Yeah, he's worth it. Let me try and see if this will actually load up, because it should load up. But this was the actual video that was released by WWE.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Paul.
I know I'm sexy. I've got the moves. American badass. Watch me kick. You can roll with rock, or you can radio hit it.
HBK and The Undertaker have made an executive decision here today.
It's way, way past overdue.
Though you are in the Hall of Fame as a member of D-Generation X, it is only fitting that the cerebral assassin, the Game, Triple H, at WrestleMania 41, take his rightful place in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah, absolutely. So, from a guy that usually has something to say about it,
I'll cut it off there. So so obviously, Triple H got surprised by Shawn Michaels and by Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. I can't speak tonight. It's because we've done 2 shows today. In relation to his Hall of Fame thing, and it's it is well deserving. It does say you might want to watch the music copyright, but that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Do you think that? Because I watched Stephanie on Pat McAfee today, and she said they didn't have any idea. Do you think that's the accurate or no?
Yeah, I do truly believe now, looking back at it, is that it was orchestrated. Well, it was definitely orchestrated by Nick Khan. Triple H actually had no idea. I don't think Stephanie had any idea either from it. So it's done that way. So, and actually that leads us quite nicely into the next thing. Actually, literally into a nice segue. So, Stephanie McMahon talking about that. Yes, she appeared on the Pat McAfee show today. Quite a lot of information she dropped on there. She has confirmed that the Royal Rumble this year will feature numerous surprises for both matches and some non-matches from both Rumble matches and other matches as well. She's also teased a Royal Rumble appearance herself. She basically said that you never know, she might show up in the Royal Rumble this year and also do it that way. But the big news coming out from it is she's launching a new show on ESPN Plus called Stephanie's Places. Now that obviously goes around the world and everything like that. And here's a bit of a teaser thing. So this is all of the bloodline together.
Yeah, look at Jacob
with Stephanie on there. Yeah, Jacob's the only one not throwing the ones up from there, so that's quite interesting. But if you notice, Sammy's there. You've got the Honorees, you've got Roman, you've got all the other bloodline members there as well. So that's the teaser for the new show, and that is coming in March, I do believe, to the to ESPN Plus. Basically, that one is. I don't know what that one's going to be like. It could be quite interesting, might not be. It's I don't know. What do you think about it, really?
It looks pretty interesting. It just from what I've seen, I didn't watch the whole Pat McAfee interview, but I saw she was going to be on the yacht with with Roman and them throwing the ones up, which is crazy to see. It's very, very odd though about Jacob. Like he looked like he was maybe like hiding. Like I don't know. Like he didn't. I don't know. Him not putting the ones up and putting his head down is kind of odd.
Yeah, it was. So, but no, I mean, like it is weird. It's very, very weird, and that for that one's for him not to be doing that. But I mean, it makes sense. You know, it makes sense there and stuff. So, yeah, I'm quite looking forward to that. Sorry, I lost train of thought there. Right, so some other bits of news now as well, and that we need to cover then. So let me then just find the actual proper images now because I've got them around the wrong way here. So we've got this one first of all. So Dark Side of the Ring has been announced to be returning for a 6th season with 10 episodes coming up. Those episodes will cover Mick Foley's Hell in a Cell match, Vader, Tony Atlas, Ludwig Borger, Billy Jack Haynes, Edric Gilbert, Daphne. That one could be quite controversial. The original Sheik Ed Farhat and Mohammed Hussein. I've never watched any of the Dark Side of the Rings. I do have to say.
Never seen anything. Never seen one of them.
No, and so I mean, I don't know whether if anyone's got anything in the comments about them. Let's have a look and see what was going on there. Rock was on the boat with Jacob. The Rock was. Oh no, hang on, that's somebody else then. So
I don't know much about
that. So I mean, I don't really know like much else along that one, but I mean, that could be quite quite interesting. That one could be right. And then one of the other bits and pieces as well, this has come down from Wrestle Votes today, is with Charlotte Flair set to return this weekend. A source says her presentation will fully embrace her Flair family legacy with a top girl attitude and flair to her character. There's also talks of her winning championship gold sooner rather than later. Now, I do hate to say this to people, but she is dethroning Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania. Whether people like it or not, that is going to be the one that is going to be who she's going to be defeating. She is going for Tiffany, and she will beat Tiffany Stratton because we all know that Charlotte Flair, she's she's coming. Whenever she gets into that, whenever she gets back into WWE, she wins the title. So, yeah.
Well, my thoughts on this is, normally they just give Charlotte, a title match, but they've done the vignettes, and obviously she got the new merch, and she's got that dark side. It looks like coming with a little bit more character. I don't really think that they would have promoted her this hard for coming back to the Rumble for her to lose at the Rumble. And obviously I can understand people's frustrations, but I mean, she's got to, if she faces Tiffany at Mania, which that's what I think is going to happen. She's got to win. I mean, Tiffany's young. She can always get the title back at SummerSlam or something like that, but Charlotte's winning the Rumble, and she's beating Tiffany at Mania. That's what I think.
Yeah, definitely. That's for sure. She definitely is. That's definitely coming up. One more bit of news then. So we've got then. So Stephanie said, there we go. Yeah. So Stephanie says there's going to be a lot of surprises. Lots of ones as well that she does not know even about herself. So that's going to be like the big names and stuff like that. And I'm sure we know some of them. To what's coming up now. I needed to mention 20,000 Birkins. Okay. So just seeing that. I will put some of the comments up at the end. So moving on then, we might as well get into some stuff then about Royal Rumble. Now, this was just sent to me before we came on air, so I've just quickly ran through it. Now, quite interestingly, in Indianapolis, they have named a lot of the roads around the arena. Now, this is a list of some of them here. So we've got KO Avenue, WrestleMania Road, Nia Jax Lane, Seth Frickin' Rollins Road, Wyatt 6th Street, Infamy Avenue, Bloodline Boulevard, Judgment Day Drive, Damage Control Drive, Tribal Chief Way, The Miz's Awesome Street, Ring General Road, Yeet Street, Rhea Ripley Road, Will's Best Street, McIntyre Ridge Road, Mysterio Drive, Logan Paul, what's PI or PL? I don't know what it is.
Probably Place. Logan Paul Place.
Yeah. Logan Paul Place. Alpha Academy Avenue, Cody Road. That was pretty funny, actually. Cody Road. Bianca Belair Boulevard, Tiffany Trail, Liv Morgan Lane, John Cena Way, and the final one. Let me just see if I can actually remove the ticker along the bottom. If not, I can get onto it. But it is. Hang on, I will actually bring this one up. Sorry, 2 seconds, folks. I just need to bring this one up. It is People's Parkway. Now, obviously, who's the People's Champion and stuff like that. So that's the last one. There is People's Parkway. Obviously, that is your symbol there for the return that we are expecting. Yes, so there we go. Yes, so the People's Parkway there. So yeah, what do you think about them teasing it? That's hard. And I mean, I've been saying this to like Monty and stuff like that all week, and we've been having chats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When I've been joining the ATD streams, and we've been saying they're so blatantly, obviously, like they're giving it away. This is the thing, and they are giving it away what is happening and stuff. And today, and like some more bits and pieces have happened as well, but I'll get into that in a minute. So, what do you think about the whole naming the road and that one, and all the season stuff?
I've been talking to Monty a little bit this week as well. Just talking about the situation. I think WWE, Triple H, he really pays attention to everything on X. And I think they've tried to do a really good job of throwing everybody off with these, especially with the Punk Cody promo Monday. But at the end of the day, like I said on the stream I was on last night, like we can't forget about what happened the day after WrestleMania when The Rock come out and said, your story with Roman's done, but ours has just begun. So WWE would be really dumb to jump away from that, even though I know Punk has got a story too, but Punk can win that other title. And I think that they've done well to try to hide it because The Rock hasn't been too active on Instagram or X or anything like that over the last week or so. So they definitely are doing good with the hiding, but we all know it's coming.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. And the thing is, as well, is obviously they made quite an interesting comment on that in that promo as well between CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, which obviously Punk turned around and reminded Cody that there's somebody much bigger than Cody Rhodes who he should be worried about, who's preparing for a match as we speak, who's preparing to come for him. Now we all know that is, he's going to be in his gym preparing, getting himself ready for that match. So basically CM Punk gave it away to everybody. Punk done it last year as well. This was the thing, is what people haven't realized is before WrestleMania last year, on the Go Home show then, CM Punk even came out and told Cody that obviously that The Rock was coming for him and that he was going to take this was before the Royal Rumble last year, is CM Punk even came out and told Cody Rhodes that somebody was going to basically take away his WrestleMania moment, and that was going to be the original plans for it. Punk basically came out and told Cody to watch his back, and that even if he wins it, he might not get to WrestleMania. And that was the original plans. And, The Rock did come out and make Cody step aside for last year. So CM Punk is basically just giving it away yet again, like he normally does. Now, obviously, talking about that and The Rock and everything at the Rumble, this is quite interesting as well. This was obviously sent over to me earlier on. Is there's some quite interesting merch at the Indianapolis Royal Rumble store. It's the Final Boss T-shirt. Now, people might turn around and say, "Oh yeah, they're just selling it and stuff like that," because it's been rumored and stuff that things are there. But there's only two legends who have got merch there for this weekend, and that is The Rock and John Cena. Now, obviously, John Cena has already announced. We know that he's going to be there, but it's rather weird that they would do the Final Boss merchandise for the Royal Rumble weekend. If if there obviously wasn't any plans. Now, I will say that some of that merchandise that is got there, shout out to Stone Pain Productions, I will say. I will say that some of that merchandise there that was produced is stuff that was prepared for the original build-up to WrestleMania 40 for the Rock and Cody, well, for for the Rock and Cody match originally, that was the stuff that was actually prepared there. So yeah, so I mean, so that's quite interesting that they've obviously only got the Rock stuff and John Cena stuff there. Like I said, they're dropping so many hints at the moment. It's
I
it's
mean,
ridiculous.
especially with the streets. I mean, People's Parkway is literally last.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not putting that out there like that for nothing.
No.
But people are gonna just take that, and they want to see what they're doing is they're putting those columns out there because it's the same stuff that happened last year with Cody. They're putting it out there because they want to see what everybody's reaction is going to be. Because Triple H loves to like mess with people on X. He loves it.
Yeah. This is the thing as well. I've always said this. It's sort of similar to all the Bray Wyatt stuff where they were teasing Bray returning, and they were doing that way. They're dropping hints literally everywhere, and they're picking it up so much. Even as Sean's just said in the comments, there's even the Royal Rumble posters give off Fast and Furious vibes, which is never a clue. We've been saying that for quite a while and stuff, and it's the hints are there, and people still turn around and say, "Oh, but he's not going to be there." He's not going to be at the Royal Rumble and stuff like that. It's not there. And like, yeah, Molly's just brought up a good point in there. They're playing in everyone's faces, and they just don't care, which is true. They know that they can still see the comments online, and the thing is Triple H has burners all over the place, and Triple H obviously does keep an eye on the IWC, and he sees that if he puts something out there like, "Oh yeah, John Cena saying he wants to win number 17, then people are going to go, "Oh my God, John's winning the Royal Rumble," and that, or "Oh my God, John's going to go and face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania," and stuff like that, or and that then some information will then start randomly getting leaked out and stuff, which, bear in mind, Triple H does do that on purpose. He will send out information to creative. He'll send that out to wrestlers and stuff like that. He'll send it out to production staff because he knows that stuff, because he knows that's who leaks things out to people. So, he purposely at times as well, especially when there's something big going down, is he will purposely leak wrong information out to get people's hypes up. So like, so it'll go out to say Fightful, or it'll go out to say Peter Insider or whoever else, basically, and they'll be told, their sources will be told, such and such is winning the Royal Rumble. It's going to be this matchup. This match has been discussed, or they're planning this internally. Now, I'll just want to say this is WrestleMania has been planned since October. There is no, but it's been talked about this week. It's been talked about stuff like that. Basically, WrestleMania has been planned since October. And that, so it's in place. There is no changes to it. It's all planned in big time for it, which is which is on there. So it's
I got one thing to add. I think that the only possible thing that we could possibly be worried about here is if Rock comes in at 31 and throws Punk out. I think, and I don't think TKO is going to budge. I think they made it clear. They said it was Zelina earlier this year. They don't care about all these movements anymore.
Yeah.
But I think the IWC is going to crash because
they are.
I don't think he throws Roman out. I think he either comes out and throws Punk out or Cena, because that gets in the most heat. I don't know.
Yeah. It's this is the thing is even sorry, I'm going back to the comments on that. Naruto explains. He said so basically. No, actually, I'll display it. So it was so basically, so like last year, the card was locked in back in October. It's always locked in October. This is the thing is the WrestleMania cards are locked well in advance, and especially now with TKO, that they want things locked in that far. And obviously, the only changes that you can make is through injury and everything like that. So so it will be, there's going to be no changes. There's going to be no differences and stuff like that for it. It's that match has been planned in since October. Rock versus Cody, and this is going to be the biggest. Well, it is at the moment. It's the biggest smoke screen that WWE have ever done, and it's the biggest swerve that WWE have ever done. Basically, making you think that John Cena's getting at number 17, which he's not. Making you think, that John Cena's going to be in the main event of WrestleMania. He's not. Now they've brought out the whole thing of Cody and Cody and Punk. No, that's not happening either. It's that, and the thing that I found quite funny as well is everyone was like, "Oh my god, we definitely need Cena versus Cody at WrestleMania." And then as soon as Punk came out and done that promo on Monday, all of a sudden, all those we want Cena versus Cody ones were like, "Oh, don't worry about Cena this year. We now want Punk. We now want Punk versus Cody. We want Punk to take it." And it's like, it changes quite a lot, basically. It changes. Well, the IWC in that, and I know there's obviously a lot in here watching, but I do hate to say, but you need to stick to one thing. If you want somebody to win, you need to stick to it. And Naruto is he just put fickle fans.
Yeah,
and that's true. At one point when John Cena comes back and cuts that promo, you want John Cena to win the Royal Rumble and face Cody Rhodes. And then as soon as CM Punk hits that promo, you don't want that. And there's a lot of people saying, "Oh yeah, Roman needs to win it and stuff like that," and like, and go and face Cody again. But do you really want to see Roman Cody free again?
No, I don't.
Because if you have Roman Cody free again, I'll tell you now, Cody will be retaining. And
that's right. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah, is if you have Roman Cody free again, Cody will retain.
Yeah,
that's what I'm going to say to you, because there is no plans for Roman to win back the undisputed WWE Championship, because he is a Raw star now. He is staying on Raw. The title that he will win will be the Raw belt, which is the World Heavyweight Championship. He will not be winning that undisputed WWE Championship, and that will mean that if they do anyone versus Cody, except from like The Rock and everything like that, who has the powers to sort of take the title and stuff like off him, and that they're not going to really do that, because this is the other thing as well, is CM Punk is a Raw superstar, and that Netflix wants CM Punk. So again, if you have Punk versus Cody, Cody will retain, and Cody will stay on SmackDown, Punk will stay on Raw.
So if they did do Cody Punk, then my thoughts was I didn't think anybody was beating Cody besides, even if it was Cena. I still thought Cody was going over right there. I thought the only other one possible besides The Rock would be Punk, but I mean, maybe not. I mean, maybe they would have Cody go over and lose at SummerSlam.
Well, this is the thing. What people haven't realized is, if you look back on the news reports and stuff like that for it, is Netflix have requested CM Punk. Now, if Netflix have requested somebody, with the amount of money they're paying, Netflix get that person.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be swapping over titles and everything like that just because CM Punk's like beat someone and stuff like that. They're not going to be doing that. It will be that Punk is staying on Netflix. Punk has been requested by Netflix and stuff like that for Raw, so he'll be staying there. So, for example, John Cena as well. John Cena's been requested by Netflix. So this is the other one as well, is Cena's final run will mainly be done on Raw. He might face a SmackDown superstar here and there, but he will not be he won't be doing that much time on SmackDown. He'll be on Raw and pay-per-views. That'll be it. For it, that's his scheduling for it, and stuff. So, I do hate to say this
you can kind of tell though, like like the people that I did the YouTube with last night, and obviously people in my chats and stuff, like they keep saying, "Oh, they're advertising Cena really hard for the Elimination Chamber," and I was like, "Yeah, they are, because they want people to buy merch. They want people to buy tickets. It's his last Elimination Chamber, but that don't mean he's winning. I mean,
Well, this is the thing, is Cena will be in the Elimination Chamber. I'll tell you that now. Cena will be in the Elimination Chamber, but he will not be defending a title. He'll be fighting for a title, but he will not be defending a title in the Elimination Chamber. And that's what they're doing it, basically. This is what people need to pick up on, is he is being advertised heavily for the Elimination Chamber to be inside the Elimination Chamber. So that basically says that tells you straight away he is not winning the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And we brought this up several times, and I know I've also brought this up with several other people, is if you listen, every single year, whoever turns around and says quite clearly, "I am winning the Royal Rumble," never wins the Royal Rumble, no matter who they are. They have never turned around and said, "I win the Royal Rumble." And as well, if you notice in the video package this year from Charlotte Flair, not once has she turned around and said that she's winning the Royal Rumble.
Nope.
Whereas every other female who's declared so far has muttered those words. You know, Charlotte's the only one that hasn't. Every male that's declared so far has turned around and said, "I'm winning the Royal Rumble."
Even
So they
Roman.
ain't going to be winning it either. Yeah, even Roman has turned around. Well, Paul Heyman obviously did it for him.
Yeah.
You know, to turn around and obviously say that. So, you know, yeah, they're not. Yeah, you know, they're not going to sort of. They're not going down that route. I hate to say, but you know, they're not doing it any other way. That is the one which that's how it's going. You know, it's.
I don't really know how to say it to people sometimes. It gets a little frustrating because, you know, there's still people out there that's like, oh, well, we have to have Roman win, or we have to have Roman and Rock this year. Well, if Roman does win, like, you guys are gonna have to suffer, and myself are gonna have to suffer through the same thing we suffered through last year, which he's gonna lose to Cody again. So like, you know, let's not have the griping and whining and complaining that everybody did for 6-8 months. Like, let's just let the plan unfold and let The Rock beat him. And because if he faces Roman, he's gonna beat Roman again, and everybody's gonna be mad again. You know?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, this is the thing that people aren't realizing is if they obviously do go ahead that way and they decide to do it, that he does face Roman, you know, that it is Roman and Cody and stuff like that. And if people do, and if people do want that one done, then yeah, he will lose. He will lose to Cody Rhodes yet again. You know, he's not winning. This is the thing that people need to get into their head. Roman Reigns is not winning it due to the factor of he's basically not. That's the thing. You know, he's not winning it because they're not going to have him face off against Cody Rhodes again and lose, because they've already cancelled that Cody versus Roman number 3 match for it.
Yeah,
you know, which is perfect, actually, that they've done it that way.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, you can't have Roman win the Rumble, because if they do Roman Cody 3, then that means Cody's holding the title till SummerSlam. Cody's not dropping the Roman. That's not happening.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he might even hold it even longer than SummerSlam. You know, if he always comes out from that. So, you know, So I mean, hang on, what's that? Money. I just stopped talking when I hear them say that. Okay, happy birthday to going the man Becky Lynch. Okay, yeah. Well, yes, that's fine. So this actually then leads into a smooth transition again. Then, so we'll come back to the Royal Rumble in a minute. But I've just remembered this was actually on my list to talk about tonight. So this week as well, one of the other big bits of news is they've officially announced WWE 2K25 for all the video gamers out there or the non-video gamers. So we have 3 different versions. I do have all the covers here. Oh no, I don't know, so I can't display them for some reason. So we've got a standard edition, which is got Roman Reigns on the cover. Which I've got the price in here as well, and it's ridiculous this year. So we've got a standard edition, which is Roman Reigns on the cover. That is $69.99. We've then got the Deadman edition, which is $99.99, and then the Bloodline edition, which is $129.99. I do think the pricing points are a little bit ridiculous, basically. You know, for it. I mean, the stuff that you get and that really for it is worth it, because you know you get the Wyatt 6 as a downloadable content pack as soon as you get one of the editions, basically. That's what you get. No matter which ones, you get a Wyatt 6 pack. You know, you for some reason as well, you also get the 2K24 standard edition, which I don't know why you would want 2K24 if you're also getting 2K25 with it, but you know, that's that one there. So that's for all the video gamers out there, really.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's got the Bloodline on the front, so you know it's gonna be expensive. But I saw something online. Maybe you can elaborate on it. They said something about maybe they add Rock to it, but I don't think they do that. I think
the covers in that are done now. You know, the covers in that are done, and I will say the Rock is in the game. He's in there as the final boss, and he does obviously have the People's Champion championship as part of it. So it's all part of the whole storyline this year is about the island and stuff like that, and the island of relevancy, and and you get to play actually on the islands, I think, as Roman Reigns or like one of your characters and stuff like that you create. So that could be pretty cool. And you get to face off against Roman if it is your own character and stuff. And yeah, it's quite looking forward to it. It's going to be a big game. Now, obviously, for anyone out there. So if you're a massive Bloodline fan, this is the one to get, because it is literally all going to be Bloodline related for it. So, right. So I think that was everything. Let me just double check before we get into anything else. Actually, yeah. So hang on a minute. Yeah. So I will just say as well, those games, they are available, all of them, on March 14th officially. However, you can get the Deadman edition and the Bloodline edition a week earlier on March the 7th, if anyone does obviously want. If obviously anyone is actually interested in that one. So I also thank you to Moja for quickly checking me with that information, because I was trying to get it all up and stuff quickly. So so that was that really. So moving on then. So obviously this past weekend we had Saturday Night Main Event. There was obviously no title changes, but that was expected. There was no way in hell that Jey Uso was going to do it, and I can't remember who said it earlier in our other show that we had, but was it yourself who obviously described Jey as he was? He's actually just there just as a promo man, isn't he, really?
For me, I mean, I hate to say it because I love Jey. Big Bloodline guy, just like everybody else. But I think all they're really using him for is marketing, because he's the most over, and that he gets the pops, and he's putting he basically was on the front of the poster for Saturday night's Main Event, which I should already let you know right there he wasn't winning. But, they're using Saturday Night Main Event to showcase the champions and for nostalgia. There's not going to be any title changes at those events.
No. This is the thing, is what it is I've been saying for quite a while now, is the networks, especially USA Network, have been not requesting but demanding title matches on TV. So they want like the women's title matches on TV. They want the tag team titleships defended on TV and stuff like that. And and they want like one of the world titles that defended on TV. Now, this is their way of doing it. Rather than doing it say on like a random Raw or random SmackDown, they'll just create a random title match just to throw on Saturday Night Main Event, and that will please USA Network because they're put down as specials for them, and that covers the allowance to what they've got, because as part of the deal, WWE have to do major title matches on something to do with USA Network. Now, obviously, over in America, Saturday Night Main Event airs on that, so that's why, as part of their agreement with NBC, they have to have them on there. And I'll tell you now, any of the Saturday Night Main Event shows, there will be no title changes. There's actually going to be there's no title changes. You're going to have five of the shows a year, and whichever one, they're literally just to showcase the champions, and the champions will always win. So I do hate to say that one, but that's what it's going to be. And again, going back to the whole Jey Uso thing, he is sort of there just for merchandising and promoting, because you can tell that from Monday night, where he spent about it was a 10-minute thing he came out for. 9 minutes doing his entrance, 1 minute declaring for the Royal Rumble, even though he'd already declared for the Royal Rumble, and then another couple of minutes then doing his entrance again. Basically, that just proves it. He never even stepped foot into the ring. He literally came out, done his entrance for 9 minutes, and done it that way.
I don't think he wins singles title. I think he already had the IC title. It sucked how they did him, but
that's it done. Yeah,
him and his brother are going to win the tag titles. I think that's the next title that he'll win. I don't think anybody besides maybe after Roman, maybe Jacob. I can't see anybody else winning a singles title.
No, I can't even know. No, that's going to be I can't see any of the other ones in there doing it, no matter how many times they push it. So that was there. Let's move it on then for the last 20 minutes. Then we'll try and cover it with this one, and also I'll try and take a few questions if anyone's got any. Drop them in the comments now, because I will start reading through them in a bit. So this weekend then, so we've got the Royal Rumble event. We were debating on this earlier on. We do believe that I think there's going to be one more match getting added to this weekend, possibly a women's match. If not, then it's going to be a 4-match pay-per-view looking at this, which obviously involves Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the undisputed and the Wind Eagle Championship. I think we can both agree that Cody Rhodes is winning that one because he's walking into WrestleMania to face The Rock, basically, you know. Yes, that's going to be that one. And then we've then got DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Now, we went differently on predictions earlier on. I'm still going to say Motor City Machine Guns. I'm still sticking to that. I think. I don't know what people, you know, I don't know what people are obviously thinking there. If anyone in the comments has got anything different, do you think that Motor City Machine Guns are winning on Saturday, the 2 out of 3 falls match, or do we think DIY is going to retain the championships? Drop in the comments, and I will get to them at the end. Now,
I picked Motor City Machine Guns last night. But then I started thinking about it. I was just like, well, they just had DIY go heel, so I don't know. I just went with DIY. I have like 2 different picks on everything, I think.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that a lot of people do on that. I don't really sort of like, you know, on that. What's it? I think Tongalo and Caesar Tonga are winning. Okay, the Mojo. We'll get back to that one. So that's that. Now the Rumble matches itself. We've already said who we do believe is winning the women's one, which is Charlotte Flair.
100%.
Surprising and stuff like that one. Now Becky Lynch is officially in Indianapolis for this weekend, so I can't even say Indianapolis now for some reason. You can tell it's late over here and stuff. So she will be reappearing back in the Royal Rumble match this weekend. Even though with that teaser, I'm going to turn around and say lower expectations big time for AJ Lee. She is not coming back. From my understanding, she is not coming back this weekend. You know, for that one. That's going to be that one there. Again, drop in the comments who you think is going to be winning the Rumble, if you've got anything different or any surprises or anything, but who have you got coming in, really? Surprises-wise.
I think we could possibly see Nikki Bella. They've really been talking about her a pretty good bit. She said she misses being a Nikki Bella, and she was on. They showed her on the Netflix premiere. She's been working out pretty heavy in the gym, from what I was told. I could see her, possibly Trish Stratus, maybe Jordan Grace. Even though she said she wasn't going to be in Indy, I think she's definitely going to be in Indy. Maybe the Masha, what's her name? Can't think of her last name.
Masha Samovich.
Yeah, I think there's a possibility we see her, Jada Parker, Roxanne, maybe I don't know, maybe one Lash or Jakara, maybe one of those. I don't know about Jade.
Just try and find it. Yeah, carry on, sorry, because I know there was actually a list of names which were dropped down earlier as being confirmed to be in Indianapolis and meant to be something to do with the Royal Rumble. I'm going to try and find it in a minute because I do believe it was. Oh yeah, there's also several legends as well slated to be there. So you've got Undertaker's at the event. You've got X-Pac due to be at the event. Mark Henry and his son's due to be there. You know, it's So
looks like we got a AJ Lee and a Becky pick in the comments.
Yeah, AJ Lee won't be back this weekend, I don't think. From my understanding, she's not going to be there. I can't bring it up. So
I think Becky fights Lyra. I think they need to go that direction for the IC title at Mania.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, it's done that way. So I'm just trying to see if I can find the actual list because there's a lot of names that came down earlier on, which was I know they've come out and said that Roxanne's definitely there, Jada Parker's definitely there. So hang on, let me just
was it
find it one more time.
Was it Jakara or Lash? It was one of the two.
I can't remember. One of them was going to be there, but it's there's a lot of the NXT stars there, which are going to be there. I do think as well that they've turned around and confirmed that Trick's there as well. He's going to be in Indianapolis, so he's probably going to be in the Royal Rumble and stuff like that as well. If anything, it's going to be so it could be quite interesting. It could be very interesting with all of these names. And
What
to
do you
be
think?
fair,
What do you think about Jade? Because they got to start something with her storyline with Bianca. I
Yeah.
think. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's, I can see maybe her coming back, and obviously then like she reveals who attacked her by she knocks them out in the she takes them out in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
They could do that really. Yeah, that's
Hopefully, hopefully not, because I got
Yeah.
Bianca in my final four, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, well, we need to see who it is first, don't we? Really? You never know who it's going to be. Yeah, I can see TJ Cinnamon saying Roxanne. Yeah, Roxanne is going to be there.
What about Asuka?
Yeah.
She's going through
Oscar,
some stuff.
yeah, Oscar's going through a lot of stuff at the moment. She's put out on social media that she's had to go dark and everything, and she's had to blank everything out because basically people are stalking her and abusing her and stuff like that. Basically, so she's I think she's going to stay out in the public light for a little bit. I mean, if she does come back, that'll be good, but I can't see that one. And isn't one of the other ones injured? Isn't Curry injured? I think Curry's injured, isn't it?
Kari Sane? I'm not sure. I did see Alexa Bliss. She posted this morning. She looks like she's kind of fixed up. She's got all the pink out of her hair. So I don't know if they resolved the contract issue, but I really feel like if they have, we're going to see Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no, it's Dakota Kai. I was getting confused. So yeah. So Dakota Kai.
She's out. She's out.
Yeah, she's out. Yeah, she's out basically. Yeah, Dakota Kai won't be here. You never know. Curry could be returning to Royal Rumble as well. I haven't got the full sort of. I've never sort of done it that way. Yes. So, Trish Stratus. Maybe potentially. I have heard that she's sort of there. So, she's meant to be there. So,
Alexa
Trish could be showing up in a Royal Rumble as well. Alexa, possibly. That's obviously if they've sorted that one out now. Obviously, Jordan Grace, we discussed earlier on, and she has been trying to throw people off by saying that she's at a wedding or something this weekend.
her mom's birthday.
Yeah, mum's birthday or something. Yeah, that's yeah, that's
she's gonna be there.
That's stupid, So yeah, she's definitely going to be there. She's that one there. Victoria returning. I'm not sure on Victoria. I think so.
Maybe Michelle
possibly.
McCool. She's been kind of Stephanie McMahon may be in the Rumble.
Yeah, she did tease that herself earlier on. That yeah, she's potentially going to be in the Royal Rumble, and I think this year with all the big names and stuff, having Stephanie come back and return in the Royal Rumble, that'll be an oh my god moment, and that ready for it. So so I can see especially with obviously Triple H going into the Hall of Fame at Mania 41, I could obviously see them sort of doing it that way, which is going to be quite interesting, really. For it. Yeah, so that's going to be that one. AJ Lee in the Rumble. No, AJ Lee will not be in the Rumble at all. She's not going to be there. Other people have already confirmed this as well. She is not going to be in the Royal Rumble. From my understanding, no, she's not going to be there. Everybody else, someone has said as well, she will not be at the Royal Rumble this weekend. I've said this to somebody else earlier on. Is that everyone gets their hopes up every year for AJ Lee, and AJ Lee is done with wrestling. At this time, she has no interest in it. I understand Punk's back, and Punk done that teaser video and that the other day, but she is done. She's got other interests outside of wrestling. She doesn't want to come back in, So, yeah. Joe Hendry being in the Men's Royal Rumble. Yes, he is actually in Indianapolis on the day. He is actually at the WrestleCon event, which is basically, next door to the actual stadium.
He also has tickets for the Jericho cruise, but it was revealed by Monster that he's actually not going to get on that cruise until Sunday. So 100% Joe Hendry's in the Rumble.
Yeah, this thing, it's he was originally meant to be on it from the whole weekend, but he randomly decided that he wanted to go to WrestleCon in Indianapolis this weekend. So that's gonna be that one there. So so I think that's gonna be
and he's got to
but
come
yeah,
out one or two. I think they got to have him. They got to have him at the beginning of the Rumble.
Yeah. Well, I brought up this interesting point earlier on, isn't it? Is you want the two biggest sort of faces in that to sort of have their entrances at the beginning. So I think we're going to have maybe 1 and 2 is Jay, so you can get Jay's full entrance in front of a Rumble, so he can come in through the crowd, and also you're going to get Joe Hendry potentially in the Rumble. That's what I can see anyway. So yeah, personally.
I mean, that makes sense. I don't know, I would if I was gonna do it, I would have Joe come out like 2. I would maybe have Dom because Jay come out first last year. I would have Dom come out so that you can have that maybe have that heel face heat to start the Rumble, but they probably will do Jay, but I don't know. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, you got to think about obviously who it is, and as we obviously said earlier on, is Jay's literally just being used for the marketing and stuff like that, and the propaganda and stuff like that. So they're going to want his full entrance and that on there. So, so that's what I would that's what I'm going to go with. Really, is I think they're going to go with full entrances and stuff for it. So, yeah, it's going to be. That's personally that's my thought. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just my thought, is that they would have the full entrances for Hendry and Jay, so potentially there. It more than likely might be wrong, but you never know. Basically, might be wrong for that one. But yeah, that's that one there. Any legends entering the Royal Rumble? Yes, there will be 1 or 2, especially in the women's match. We are going to be getting quite a lot. And Stephanie McMahon herself has confirmed that we, is that we're expecting a lot of surprises this weekend. Now, I will just say that basically I asked earlier on as well, because a lot of people are saying about it, is another 31 entrance and a final boss. I literally asked the other day whether we are getting the final boss and a number 31 entrance, and from the main person with who I speak to at WWE, I simply got back a reply of yeet. So that sort of says a lot to me, that they basically just went yeet, and that, so but no, so we are expecting a lot of surprises this weekend. And you said we got our hopes up. You get people's hopes up. I'm not saying that. That was Stephanie who basically took and said to that we're getting a lot of surprises this weekend. But I'm saying for people not to get their hopes up for AJ Lee. That's basically what it is. Yeet doesn't mean no at all. It means basically that means yes for that one there. So yeet.
Yeah.
That's why they also done the no yeet as well. So so that's that one there. It's anything that obviously, do you want to promote your thing tomorrow before we go off and everything? Really?
Yeah. Obviously, thank Zero is going to get to you guys in the comments, but thank you guys for comments. Episode 5. We're getting the numbers up every week, so thank you guys for coming every week. Tomorrow night, obviously, you guys, if you know, I'm the IWT Promo Champion. I'm going to be defending the title against Edward tomorrow night on Main Event Friday at 6 p.m. So it's going to be entertaining. It's tribal combat, so it's going to be anything goes. So it should be very entertaining. We also have a Royal Rumble predictions panel Saturday at 4 p.m. with the Main Event Monday and Main Event Friday crew. And then obviously Main Event Monday will be coming up Monday after Raw. So a lot going on.
So so that's good. That's that. Let me just scroll back up the comments. I'm going to go all the way back up to the beginning and see what people are saying. I will just say as well, obviously, anything that obviously is said in here, don't obviously go ahead and repeat or whatever outside of there, because otherwise I will just stop supplying information really, because I'm getting a little bit annoyed with it, with people taking stuff from here and going, oh, but you said this in this stream, and then passing it on to other people as well, which I'm not really appreciative with. So I will just get that one out there. It's a little gripe. Yes, people have noticed that the People's Parkway is at number 25, which is the last entrant on that list. For that one there, Alexis Carmelo, Hayes, and Jimmy Uso feud. Are they going to do like 7 matches in one at a premium live event? Potentially. I don't have any info on that. So yes, that's that one there. What else we got here? Money, obviously Stephanie throwing out the 1 lives rent free in my head. Yeah, that was cool. Rock wasn't on that boat. Does Jacob only acknowledge the High Chief? Never know. Could do. I've covered the merchandise bit there, which was there. Let's have a look at. Dark Side of the Ring's a really good series. Again, I've never watched them, so I don't really know. I don't know them. And CJ's obviously said as well that he's not watched them as well. Okay, right. Before we go off, then just a quick thing. Then, and I will obviously open up the comments to this as well. Is who else do we think this year is going to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame? We were throwing out some names earlier and stuff like that, so it's. I do likely think, we could potentially get in Victoria. We could end up getting. Who was it that brought it up earlier on? Is you could end up getting the. Well, I don't know. Who do you think? Any big names? Sort of who you think? Anyone else really?
I've seen a couple of people say Batista, but I don't think that's happening with Triple H. Maybe Bray Wyatt. I could see that possibly.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to go back to obviously our other show earlier on where Bobby, who was in it, he did something to say, and I kind of agree with him, is having Bray and Triple H in the same week is in the same class. Potentially, they could overshadow each other. That's the thing. Really, I can't really think like. I think if they're going to do it, Bray's going to sort of headline. If you get me, or he's going to be like the main attraction sort of one for it. I don't think they're going to put him in with another big name like Triple H and stuff. Money reckons it's going to be either Mickey or Victoria to get inducted. Elliot saying the Hardy Boys. Is Randy Orton too early? Yeah, Randy Orton's too early. He won't be getting inducted in yet. Was Kurt Angle inducted? He's a Hall of Famer, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is he a Hall of Famer? Yeah. So that's like, Tonga Loa will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Oh, absolutely. Tonga Loa is definitely going into the Hall of Fame. He's everyone's future tribal chief, so he's definitely going into the Hall of Fame. There's no question about that. Definitely not. Tonga Loa.
Cena next year for sure. He's going in. He's probably gonna go in quick, I think.
Yeah. Cena. Yeah. Now that he's like. Now that obviously it's going to be his final year, I can see them putting Cena in 2026, and I've just seen the Mojo's obviously mentioned that as well in the comments. So yes, that's something there.
I don't know if they do the Hardys because I think we might see Jeff Hardy in the Rumble, possibly. Just throwing out a name, but you never know.
Yeah. Oh, Edward's here. Hi, Edward. You ready for tomorrow? For your promo battle thing? I just noticed that Edward's joined that one. Yeah, TJ's two man says so. I think Cena gets inducted next year, the final boss in 2027. Yeah, I can see that. Basically, he has his final match next year, for it against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 42, and he gets inducted in the year after. Makes sense.
Well, I know that once Triple H gets inducted, The Rock is going to be the last one left from that era. That's not in the Hall of Fame. So, yeah, they would do him quick too.
Yeah, they will do. Yeah. So right, so that's we are going to have to cut the show off now anyway, because we do go for the hour. So that's going to be that one there. Cam, you've done it again. You're coming right at the last minute because you said anything I missed. We are literally going off air now, but you can obviously catch this back up afterwards. So thank you for tuning in again to the EVP Xero Show again this week. We'll be back next week for our post Royal Rumble show. This is Zero signing. Episode 6. So this is Zero signing out for the week.
EVP. Catch you guys tomorrow night. Thank you guys for showing up, and we will see you guys next week.
Yep, and as this Bar Across Spot says, don't forget to like and subscribe to both of us. Also, as well, I will say my at For You Wrestling. Please subscribe on YouTube. We are still running a little thing. Is by next Thursday, if I can get 1,000 subscribers on this channel by next Thursday, we'll be doing a giveaway. And I have officially now decided that because it's a tough challenge, by next Thursday, so a week today, if we can hit our 1,000 mark, I will do an official giveaway for 2K25. That's what I'll give away. I'll do a 2K25 giveaway when it gets released. That's how big it's going to be. But that is only if we reach the 1,000 subscribers before next week's show. So get subscribing, tell your friends about it, and then it'll be one of the. It won't be the normal standard edition. It'll probably be over the. It definitely won't be the Bloodline edition. You can. That's not happening. It'll probably be the Dead Man edition, if anything. I'm not paying out 130 quid or whatever for a there. So get the so getting those subscriptions, and if we can get 1,000 by next Thursday, then we will get and then we'll do the giveaway either on next week's show or slightly after, maybe the week after and stuff. Where we'll pick a random person. Somehow I need to try and work it out, and then we will give away a copy of WWE 2K25. So getting those subs, but like I said, we will only be doing that giveaway next Thursday, or only should be announcing that way if we hit 1,000. And yes, we need to gain 438 subs. So off you go. Yeah, we will see you next week. I'm officially ending the stream now. Goodbye.